Hello again and welcome back to our course on PowerPoint 2019. In the previous section we created a brand new presentation and you can see it here on the screen. It just has that design template that I applied showing. And what we want to do now in this section is to add some new slides. And the first slide in general in your presentation will always be a title slide, and you really do want to make sure that you don't delete this out, that you always have some kind of title slide. It acts as like a cover to a book, I guess you would say, so it gives the audience an idea of what the presentation is going to be about, and it's just nice to have up there if you're presenting this presentation, just to have it up on the screen behind you, again so the audience knows exactly what they're in for in the presentation. Now it's worth noting that you can have multiple title slides in the presentation if you like. So for example, your presentation might be about 3 different topics and you might want to have a title slide before each new topic begins, and that's perfectly fine, and we're going to take a look at that later on in the course. But for now we're going to concentrate on this presentation. So what we have here is a title slide, and I'm just going to start by adding some text into that title slide. So it's a very simple case of clicking in the placeholder, and I'm going to say Wanderlust Travel. And you can see underneath it says click to add a subtitle. So again, I'm going to add a quick subtitle in here and just click away. And now I have a very nice looking title slide. So what I want to do now is I want to expand my presentation. I want to add another slide in. Now I've already got a title slide, so I don't want to add another one at this stage. So I'm going to go up to my home ribbon, and in the slides group you can see I have a drop down that says new slide. And what this is showing me is all of the different slide layouts that I have access to. So you can see the first one there, if I hover over, is title slide, and that's what I currently have applied in my presentation. I then have title and content, so this will allow me to add a title in, and then I have various different pieces of content that I can add into that slide as well. So that might be a picture, it might be a chart, it might be some kind of diagram. I then have a section header slide, a 2 content slide. So again, if I want a title running across the top and then 2 separate pieces of content, I might want to use that one. I have a comparison slide layout, title only. I have a completely blank slide if I don't want any of the placeholders on there. I have content with caption, picture with caption, so on and so forth. Now it's worth noting that when you go into this new slide drop down, you might not necessarily see all of the slide layouts that I'm showing you right now. Some of these slide layouts are assigned to the different design templates, so depending on which design you've applied will determine which layouts you see down below. But these first ones at the top here are in general the ones that you'll see in every single layout that you use. So for my next slide, I'm going to choose a title and content slide. And you can see there it's given me slide 2 in that left-hand pane. And I now have 2 placeholders. So the first one is for my title and the second one is for my content. And it says I can add text, so I could click there and I will have bullet pointed text. Or alternatively, I can choose to insert any of these elements into this slide. So it might be a table, a chart, a smart art graphic, video, online pictures, or a picture which I can browse to on my PC. Now I'm going to add a title in here and I'm going to say, why choose us? And now what I'm going to do is add in some text. So I'm going to click where it says click to add text. And I'm going to say over 100 destinations. And it's worth noting that if you don't want this text to be bulleted, you can just click and also just turn off those bullets. So if you go up to the home ribbon and into the paragraph group, you can see currently I have my bullets turned on. If I just click that icon again, it will remove that bullet from the slide. But I'm actually quite happy having those bullets in, so I'm going to put it back. And I'm just going to add another bullet point. So when I hit my enter key, it's automatically going to give me another bullet on the same level as the previous one. So I'm going to say dedicated travel team. And as this is just an example, I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to insert yet another slide. So I'm going to go back up to new slide, and again I'm going to select a title and content slide. And I'm going to click and add another title. So this one is going to be Wanderlust Travel Benefits. And my text here is going to be 20% discount for all new customers. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit the enter key, which again is going to give me that secondary bullet point. But what if I want a second level bullet? So if I want this one to be indented so it looks like it comes beneath the line of text that I've just typed in. Well, it's very simple to do. All you need to do is press the tab key on your keyboard and that will tab that bullet in, like so. Now, if I've done that and I then think to myself, actually, I don't want that to be a second level bullet, I'd like it to be a first level bullet, all I need to do is do Shift and Tab, and that will move that back and make that a first level bullet. So just remember that. Tab key makes it a second or even a third level bullet, and then Shift Tab to move back through those levels of bullets. So that's the basics of some slide layouts and also using those bullets and some shortcut keys for indenting your text. Now in the following sections, we're going to be doing things like inserting pictures, graphics, smart art, icons, all of that fun stuff. But for the time being, that's the end of this section. I will see you in the next one.